The homework is kind of easy. We discussed a bit when we were in Diamond Mountain. So, is there a time when feelings as link number 7 do not trigger, does not trigger the initial desire as link number 8? Explain the circumstance. Does anyone remember?
There are 2 times.
Hasa says there's 2 times.
Two times?
Yeah.
Two circumstances.
Oh, okay.
One is
Okay.
when you reach our hut, and the other
When you're meditating your mind is in the formless realm.
when you're meditating and your mind is in the formless realm.
The arahat is okay, but not the formless realm.
I thought it's a pretty good answer. I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, at least this is what basically we're only talking about the overcoming the negative emotions. And I don't know. I mean, Master Vasubandhu didn't mention about, I mean, we are still debating whether meditating on this realm will create or will not create this will trigger or not trigger this the next link. So I don't know. It's debatable. I'm still waiting for the master to let us know. Unless Geshe
Okay.
read ahead and and have the
Not
answer.
me.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Hasso. Now, how do you explain that not all contacts as link number 6 will lead to feelings as link number 7?
What if you die just after you make contact with the object?
That is also very true. Oh yeah, I never thought of that. Yeah.
Hasa has an opinion.
Yeah, Hasso, please.
What's it?
The kind of contact that creates feeling is contact infected by misunderstanding.
Whoa. The kind of contact that creates the kind of contact infected by a misunderstanding.
That's correct. Very correct.
Therefore, when Buddhists make contact with things, they never have feelings.
No.
They never have feelings.
Same contact.
Cool.
Was it two qualities of sarcasm? Innocence and
Okay, but they are not in the will. So Buddha is not in the will. Yeah, that is a very good
okay.
answer
Good
too.
answer.
Yeah. Well, because they don't have misunderstanding, that's why they are not in the will, right? We can say that too. Yeah.
Let's see. So an arhat who overcomes misunderstanding but still has a physical body.
That's true.
Okay.
So yeah, they still have physical body. Do we one foot in, one foot?
Just work already.
Yeah. So would we consider them not having misunderstanding anymore, although they still have a body in the will, right? I think we can say that.
I think you can say that.
Yeah. So I think the key word here is misunderstanding. So I think because of that, then feeling or contact will not trigger feeling anymore.
Because feeling has to be rooted in ignorance.
Feeling has to be what, Nick?
Rooted in misunderstanding.
According to the text, yeah.
The link of feeling.
Right.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Let's move on. What is the state of the mind in the deep cessation meditation? And what do we say that it cannot be virtuous?
Why do we say?
If you put a peace tree cinnamon roll under the person's nose, they won't smell it. What? Han has an idea.
But they're not doing anything good. Oh,
Yeah.
Hassan was saying
Well,
something.
They've run out of karma.
They what?
They've run out of good karma.
Han says they ran out of good
So
karma.
if it was
Yeah,
virtuous, they would.
that was the conclusion,
If it was
right?
just, they wouldn't run out of good karma. Okay.
If it's
Nice.
virtuous, they will not be running out of that. Yeah, I mean that is what the that was what we arrived at before we ended the session. So basically, we are still in the
Okay.
middle of discussion without a conclusion yet. But we are saying that without normal
Right.
virtuous thought process, the state of mind cannot be virtuous. Yeah. Although I'm still looking forward to the next discussions. Okay, now the STW, sexy West Chinese word.
Mm.
Chedaktu Chepa. Chedaktu Chepa. Sexy West Chinese word. Yeah, Utala has interesting acronym. So what does it mean? Anybody remember? Does anyone remember?
What'd you
to
say?
be give synonyms.
Number
give-
6?
Troublemaker.
What was that?
No. Chedak like in Vaibhashika.
Right, make details, but in this
Details.
case, maybe
Yeah.
it has to do with like explain the details or something.
Yeah.
Differentiate.
Different.
Okay.
Yeah, Geshe mentioned that this is like take this out to describe in details. Yeah. Thank you. And how
Okay.
about Drawa Main? Drawa Main.
Dissimilar?
Dissimilar. Yeah,
It's
that's
not
right.
the same.
Dissimilar.
Yeah.
Not sim-
Dissimilar.
They
Yeah.
got long.
Pay.
I thought it was
This is
metaphor or
Metaphor.
example.
Or
but it's
example, yeah,
a bit
depending.
longer, but yeah.
Yeah, metaphor, example to describe something. Yeah.
Oh, cool. You tricked us with the long sentence.
Yeah, it was an explanation of that. Yeah. Metaphor is short. All right, so Geshe, this is the attempted translation.
Okay.
Want me to read first?
Yes, please.
Gewe chawe top ki pong te sam gewe ngowo yinna yang te ndok par chepe gume pe chiro.
Yeah, by the way, the notes in English after that are just my own notes to myself. So I found this book a long time ago and I got crazy for about a week and made notes to it. So I didn't take the notes out because I think they might be useful, but they're not the translation. If the mind took on a virtuous, sorry, Toki, Pongme, Pongte, Sem giving over, you know. I'm playing nowadays with this pong. Pong can mean to not have something, like pong, to eliminate, right? But I believe this is a very, very ancient text. We have no commentaries. No one's ever tried to teach it. No one's ever tried to explain it. And the words are very strange and old. I believe this is. I believe this might be a form of the verb pang, which means what? Do you guys remember? Like da pang.
To launch or shoot.
Yeah, to project. So try that one on. It's like trying on a pair of pants. Again, you go to the store, try on the pants. They fit. They don't fit. When you're translating, you try an translation on, and if it doesn't fit, you take it off. But what does it work here if you translate pong as project?
So
Would it make sense?
projecting the
The power of the geta, or the basic power of the virtue, okay? Pong. What?
to project
Project something into the future. sem geweng o yina. If the nature of the mind was virtuous, okay, got it? Okay. Then there could be no gyu which could doke it. There could be no cause which prevent it or stop it. Okay. If they're talking, by the way, they're talking about the state of mind of a person in very deep meditation at the top of the formless realm. So they have got there by being deep into meditation, super deep. And it could be that they are born into that realm, okay? Formlessly. They don't have a physical body. They have prana body, but they don't have a gross physical body. And so it's called formless, even though it just means gross formless. And the question that we're dealing with is, what's their state of mind at that point? What's their state of mind of a person who's meditated so deeply that they are born without a body? Can it be virtuous?
We said no, right?
Because it has to be projected by what? It has to be projected by what? Great virtue, extraordinary virtue. Talking about people who were reborn in the formless realm without a suffering body temporarily. Okay, so they are projected by the power of a great root virtue. If their state of mind is virtue, then they could never be stopped. It would never stop. Their mind would never stop. And their stay in the highest realm of samsara would never stop. Okay? If the virtuous state of mind in the desire realm could project a virtuous state of mind in the formless realm, then there'd never be any reason for them to leave the formless realm. See what I mean? Cool. But we know they go to the hell realms.
Yes.
Yeah. It's always the case that people who mistake very deep meditation for nirvana go to the hell realms after the next birth. Okay? Because they use up their good karma. Okay. So what he's saying here is the state of mind, resulting state of mind in the formless realm cannot be virtuous because it would keep them there. And we know they don't stay there. Okay, cool. All right.
Miguel yang ke dak pelwan giro.
Yeah. Could it be non-virtue that got them there?
No, according to this,
they
right?
wouldn't be in the formless realm if they hadn't engaged in extraordinarily deep meditations. Why are extraordinarily deep meditations virtuous? Yeah, you can't think any bad thoughts about anybody because that would push you out of the meditation. If you're still in that meditation, your state of mind has to be ahimsa, that you're not hating anybody, hurting anybody. You got to be spaced out in a pleasant way. Okay? So he says, same problem with non-virtue. What's that mean?
Meaning that they will not.
You couldn't say that. You couldn't say that non-virtue projected them into the formless realm. Okay. Yeah. And they probably couldn't stay there if it was non-virtuous. They couldn't stay there for hundreds of eons or something, which they do. Okay.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right. Ngok pe nyom par njuk pani ngok pan sin tu gewa ni shin tu gewa ni yino.
Yeah, there's this thing called Gope Nyomju, okay, which means meditation on the cessation. Okay, balanced samapati, balanced meditation. Balance between what? Dullness and agitation, yeah.
Dullness
and then
agitation.
If they're meditating on cessation, what kind of cessation are we talking about? That's the big question here. What did they stop through this meditation?
Discrimination of feeling?
Yeah. It's not that they stopped suffering, and it's not that they stopped mental affliction. They stopped thought processes. So that's a tricky word. Usually Gopa is the third of the Arya truth. This end of suffering, end of the truth of suffering, truth of the end of suffering. But in when you say Gopa meditation, stopping meditation, it just means gross thought processes are stopped. Okay, so Gopa itself, which is a stopping, thus stopping Gopa, and then Gopa Nyomjuk, the meditation which leads to that stopping. He's got two here. He says Gopa Nyomjuk, meditation on stopping, like stopping itself, is Gewa.
It's virtuous.
Can only be good karma.
Can only be
Ni is explicit. Ni is not explicit. What do you say? What's the opposite of exclusive? Well, yeah, it excludes. Yeah, it means can only be good karma. Can't be anything else. Okay? The karma of being in a cessation meditation is positive, which means that those people in the formless realm must be in a virtuous state somehow, but it doesn't last.
it doesn't last.
All right.
Okay. And then Nyun Mong Pa Chen Yin na Nyun Mong Pa Me Par Jitar Nyun Mong Pa Chen Yin.
Yeah, and by the way, why are we talking about all this? We're supposed to be talking about the wheel of life. You know, why are we talking about all this stuff? Do you remember?
It's about
Why are we talking about this? We're supposed to be talking about the wheel of
consciousness, the object or the karma.
Yeah. Classically, in the 12 links, which one is consciousness? Which number is consciousness? The monkey entering the womb.
3.
Link number 3. Yeah. What's the link just before it?
The fresh karma.
Yeah, fresh karma. So according to the 12 links, the cause of consciousness is fresh karma.
Fresh karma.
But then this argument has come up because they say, but that's not always the case. It's the object. It's looking at an object which triggers consciousness. When you look at a coffee cup, it triggers consciousness. It's not, the coffee cup is not fresh karma. It's not sanskara. Okay? So there's an argument. What causes awareness? Is it the object triggers the awareness, or is it the karma that triggers the awareness? Okay, that's the whole debate here, going on and on and on. Okay, and then he tried. We're going to examine someone who basically doesn't have any objects, but still has consciousness. Who's that? The person in that highest formless. That's why we're talking about that guy. That's why we're talking about that guy. They don't have any normal objects, but they have consciousness. So that would support which view of what causes consciousness? Yeah, the wheel of life view, which is Lord Buddha's view, right? Yeah, the real cause of seeing a person you don't like isn't the person. It's your karma. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of this debate. Okay, the real reason you meet someone you don't like has nothing to do with the person. It's your karma. It's your seed. Your seeds are creating this person. That person's not triggering your disgust. You can't blame the husband in the kitchen for feeling bad. It's your karma. It's your seeds. It's very profound. Okay. Then he says, well, then in theory, you could have an awareness with no object. Okay. And we say, yeah, that's the formless realm state of meditation. There's no objects there. There's no physical objects creating, there's no cups in that realm, but people are still aware. That's why we're on this topic. Okay. It's cool, but it's too long. All right. Okay. Then he says, if it were Nyomong Chen, what's
If
it?
involved with if the state of mind of the being in the formless
Good.
realm. Yeah.
Good. If it were full of negative emotions, okay, if the state of mind of a person in the formless realm was full of negative emotions, since there's no Nyomba there, Nyomba Mepar means there's no negative emotions where in the formless realm. So how can you say it's messed up? How can you say how can you say that? So he's eliminated virtuous, non-virtuous, and he's eliminated negative emotions there. They're like in we had it in the lion stance. They are in a state similar to anesthesia. Anesthesia? Yeah, it's like I don't know if you've ever had an operation, it's kind of cool because the guy says, we're going to cut you up. And you're like, okay. And then you wake up and you know, it's like a day later or something. It's kind of cool, you know? All right. Yeah, it's just time.
What did you
Who's that?
translate? No, I mean, I'm asking
Huh?
how do you translate this phrase?
If you say he has negative emotions, since there are no negative emotions in that realm, how the hell can you say he has negative emotions? That's all.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. This is the why you say it's involved with negativity. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a difficult sentence. This whole book is extremely difficult. No one's ever tried it because there's no way to prove anything. You just have to read hundreds of books and then read this one. Okay. Yeah, who could guess that debate? It's a conversation.
Yeah.
If it's negative emotions, it's not negative. If it's negative emotions, there's no negative emotions. So how could it be negative emotions? And it's a conversation. So if negative emotions means if you say they have negative emotions there, we're trying to decide what's the state of mind in the formless realm. Okay. And if you say it has negative emotions, the answer is they don't have negative emotions because there are no negative emotions there. Okay.
Okay. Cool. Wow.
But you gotta read so many sutras that you know they're having conversation because there's no indication that it's a conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You still going? Oh, by the way, Sugeng, I got some good news for you.
Oh yeah.
Me and my wife, we went to see my stepmother in hospice in January. And then we took care of her for a week or something, 10 days. And then she was disturbed and she was acting crazy a little bit. And then we went back after a month or 2 months to take care of her. And she is in a beautiful, beautiful place, very peaceful place and very happy place. And talking about her future life and everything. They had her prayers yesterday. 1,500 monks went to her prayers yesterday. Anyway, he said I could give you this. Okay.
Wow. Wow. Stages of meditation. Wow.
It's a very beautiful paper. She went to this course many, like 20, 30 years ago. And she said I could give you this, okay?
Wow. Thank
you.
you.
It's a meditation poster.
Cool. Wow. Cool. Wow. The original.
So I'll give it to Stanley and Shopping. They can hold it for you, okay? When you return to your palace. Thanks for holding your palace to refugees from China, by the way. All right.
Okay. We are
Wait, I saw you had more translation.
More?
Didn't you have more? You're back in August. So did you have more? You don't have more.
Yeah, I have more.
Yeah.
I mean, you were talking, so I just took off.
Let's try.
Okay.
Do you want to have somebody else read again?
Okay. Yeah, I see Nguyen Tin.
Yes.
Ooh.
Thank you, Professor Sugeng. Thế thạc thang rek pa me pa jita gil the ke tu chom den de ki kyang so we pung po kang yin pa thang du she ki pung po thang
Pungpo,
du
pungpo,
ya pung po
pungpo, not pungpo, but pungpo.
pung po pung po thang du che ki pung po chung
Pungpo,
se pung po. Is it right?
pungpo, not pungpo, but pungpo.
Pung po.
Sounds the same to
Pung
me.
po chung se kang yin pa
Please say-
he tham che ni rep pe kien ki yin no she sung so.
Thank you. That's cool.
Very nice, very nice. Let's look at the translation. How could all that occur with contact? Without contact.
Oh, without contact. Yeah. I missed that. Yeah.
Yeah. Where is there no contact? Why is he talking about that?
The being in the formless realm, right?
Yeah, in the formless realm, there's no contact with physical objects because there ain't any physical objects there to have contact with. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yes.
But so which one of the 12 links is contact with the outside world?
7
Six. Number
or
six.
6. Oh,
Six.
6.
Yeah. What's the picture in the Wheel of Life?
The
Yeah,
the two.
everyone likes it because it's one of the only sexy things in the whole Buddhist literature. There's a guy and a girl making love or something like that. Okay. So it represents contact of the mind with the object. Okay. So Deda Kyan Rekpa Mepa. But how could they not have contact? Why are they saying not have contact? What are we
Right.
talking about? We're talking about the formless realm. They cannot have contact with outside objects. There's no outside objects to have contact.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So according to the wheelless life itself, they cannot have feelings because that's
Yeah.
number 7. Number 7 is triggered by contact with the outside world. You can't have a feeling about an object if you can't contact that object. Okay. That's why we're talking about the formless realm, because we're debating how does consciousness occur? Is it triggered by an object or is the object triggered by the consciousness?
Mm.
Is the irritating person in the kitchen triggered by you or are you set off by the person?
Mm.
Because it can't be both. That's why we're having this conversation, this long conversation. Okay? If there's no contact, where? In the formless realm, outside objects, physical objects. And Chitargir. How is it possible that they could even have any kind of thoughts, even spaced out thoughts? How could they have any kind of feelings or, we just went through virtue, non-virtue, neutral. How can they have any kind of consciousness going on if they have no contact with any objects? Sorry. You made contact with me. Okay. Because the books always say that the Chomdende said, Sorwe Pumbo, one of the 5 parts of a person. Okay. I like to translate nowadays skanda, parts of a person. Okay.
Of a person.
The parts of a person which is feeling, one of the 5 parts of a person, right? Sorry, Pumbo Kanyamba. The one of the 5 parts of the person which is feeling, and Dusheki Pumbo.
The discrimination.
Yeah, and the part of the person which is discrimination. So 2 of the 5 parts, right? And Dusheki. Other factors, we call it other factors. Mainly, it's easier if you think of it as the other 44 mental functions. Okay. when you subtract which two?
The feeling and the
Yeah,
discrimination.
feeling and discrimination. Yeah, all the rest. And in the Abhidharma system, that heap includes some other weird stuff that you don't need to know about. All right. But for example, the potentials of your karmic seeds are sitting there. Okay. And the energies which keep a spiritual attainment attached to you, which is a unique Abhidharma idea. The belt. I call it the belt. Okay. So those three other heaps, feeling, discrimination, and we call it the grab bag. All the other stuff. Even the least of those three, which are all basically mental functions, okay? Even the least of those, all of them are triggered by
the rekpa, the contact.
Contact. 3 of the 5 heaps that make you are created by contact. So how the hell can you say there's no contact? How the hell Buddha said 60% of you comes from contact. Then how can you say there's no how can you say there hasn't been any contact? How can you say the people in the formless realm are still having thoughts without any contact with the outside world when Lord Buddha said 60% of you, all the of you is created by contact? Got it? What, so 60% of them disappears when they get to the formless realm? Why? There's no contact. Why do you say that? Buddha said 3 of your 5 heaps come from contact. Okay? Which is all the heaps that have anything to do with your mental functions. Okay? All mental functions, according to Lord Buddha, are created by contact with some kind of object. Then we're trying to say, no, in the formless realm, there's no contact. So therefore, the Buddha must be right when the Buddha contradicted the Buddha and said you could have a feeling without contact. Right?
Yeah, but if we
won't go there.
If we are saying that the Buddha said that, then there is no feeling in the formless realm, which is correct, right? Can I say that?
Well, yeah, it is correct. You could say that. You could probably say that. Yeah.
Okay, but this is still halfway true.
Sugeng says, we're trying to prove there's no feeling in the formless realm. But specifically, we're trying to say there's no feeling that comes from contact. Yeah. Okay. But do they have feelings? They do have feelings. They have neutral feelings, don't they?
Neutral. I don't know.
They have good feelings.
They have good feelings.
Supposedly they're anesthetized. Supposedly they've transcended. Like when you're in the form realm, you still have good feelings. And then by the time you get to the... By the way, you have to talk about the distinction between causal and resulting. Causal form realm happens in the desire realm. The meditations that get you to the form realm happen in the desire realm. So you still have feelings, okay? The result of those meditations of being in the formless realm, maybe you don't have those kinds of feelings. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You're anesthetized. All right.
Last one.
Who's gonna read again?
Uta Shah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Sugeng.
What time is it there? Oh, it's not so late. Okay.
It's 5:30. Yeah, no problem. Perfect time.
Okay.
Lung dumaten payina ni lung dumaten pe semtir 2D nam. Oh, 2D. 2D nampar min palet chung padang che lamdang choi
Nice.
ne padang drul pa pao.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, good. We're trying to decide whether the state of mind of a person in the formless realm is virtuous, non-virtuous, or neutral. Okay. And then he says, if it's lungdumaten, which means neutral, karmically neutral.
Okay, neutral. Yeah.
Sugeng, what does lungdumaten mean literally?
Oh, Lung Dumatan. Literally. I forgot.
Yeah, never clarified.
Oh, never
Never
clarified.
clarified by.
Okay.
Yeah, and that became a word for neutral karma. Okay, so it's very tricky. It means Buddha never said this is a good deed, and Buddha never said this is a bad deed. So therefore, it's neutral. By the way, he didn't describe every possible deed, so it's not a very good system. But anyway, it's pretty cool. No, so lungma ten means not clarified, but what it means in practice is neutral karma.
Neutral karma.
Is there any neutral karma going on in this room right now? What's a famous example? The pattern of the stone or the pattern of the wood. How do you feel about it?
Neutral.
You didn't notice it until I mentioned it. You didn't feel good about it. You didn't feel bad about it. That's a sign that it's neutral. Okay, neutral karma. Neutral karmas. You do collect neutral karmas all day. Most of your karmas are neutral, unless you're having a really bad day. And so most of your karmic results are neutral. Just stuff you don't notice. The sky is blue. You don't think about it. Okay. Okay, so if the state of mind of a person in the formless realm is karmically neutral, then there are four divisions. There are four typical types of lumatem sem, states of mind which are famous as being neutral. And this is a very interesting topic. There's four states of mind which are famously neutral. They're not good karma and they're not. Okay. What are they? Number one, namin. Number mimba.
Karmic ripening.
Yeah, all states of mind which are karmic ripenings are neutral. In the Abhidharma. Okay. You got to think about it. Okay. They don't have intention. They just happen. Okay. I don't know. You're nice to somebody and then you have a result happen. That's if the happiness that comes 2 years later after you help somebody, as a karma, it's neutral. Okay. Yeah, it's almost everything. Yeah. It's a little difficult position. It's an Abhidharma position. Look, let's put it this way. Looked at as a karmic result, in any object you look at as a karmic result, it's karmically neutral because it's not a state of mind. It's not an intention. Okay? The table, the house, the sky, the mountains, they're all karmic results. Therefore, they are not intentions. They are the results of intention. Okay? So they're famously karmically neutral. If you look at something from the point of view of being a karmic result, that thing in the Abhidharma system is neutral, karmically neutral. Okay. First one, he's going to give 4 examples. What's chulam? There's a chulam pinelzor number 11. What's that? Yoga. Everyday activities. Yeah, and they say the state of mind where you're just going through the day is neutral, okay? The state of mind where you're just going through the day. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, like regular. When you're driving your car in Singapore, not Arizona, not Rimrock, okay? You're just driving. You're not thinking about anything, okay? You're just trying to get the right turn, a left turn, you know. You're not, it's not in Arizona. Why did I say that, Sugeng?
Because you don't have to turn when you're driving in Arizona.
Yeah, the drivers here are so bad, you're probably going to be upset.
Oh, okay.
But means just normal state of mind when you're engaged in some activity, okay? In Tantra, in Diamond Way, it's the 11th of the 11 yogas, which means what? It means living your everyday life on a special level. Okay, everything you do is special. All your normal activities are special. You don't meet a normal person all day. Okay, no such thing. Okay, all right, Cholam. Soy ne. Soy ne is a special expression. Soy ne means making something, like painting, building a house, cooking dinner. Those states of mind are considered karmically neutral. Okay, it's the state of mind in which you undertake a not particularly creative activity, but you're making something, and it's often associated with, in the ancient times, with your occupation. Okay, state of mind at your office is considered neutral. To be there, the state of mind that you have while you're doing accounting or something is called neutral. Okay. Occupational state of mind. How's that? Occupational state of mind. The soy ne in classical literature is the fine arts. Statuary, painting, music, like that. Okay. There is a small section in the Tenkir devoted to those. The study of gemology is one of them. There's a book about it. Okay. But that state of mind where you're checking a stone, see if it's real or not, it's neutral. It's a classical neutral state of mind. Okay. Unless you're upset at somebody while you're doing it or something. Okay.
Okay.
Or you intend to donate the stone after you decide it's a diamond. You see what I mean? Okay. Chupapo, what's that?
The emanation.
Yeah. Now, is it emanation state of mind when you're emanating something? Like, I don't know, you want to scare somebody, you want to keep somebody out of a cafe, you emanate a tiger to stay on the porch, which looks a lot like Dennis's. And then, so is it that state of mind, or are we talking about the state of mind of the being who is emanated, the tiger state of mind? Which one are we talking about?
Must be the tiger.
You think?
Yeah.
He said chupapa.
Yeah.
Chupapo. He
Chupapa
repeated
seems like
the
it's going
papa.
to be too. Yeah.
It seems like the emanator, I would think. Yeah.
Emanator.
Okay. There's a certain state of mind, not the intention to create an emanation, but the state of mind you need to maintain an emanation is considered karmically neutral.
So the first
like
one,
magic state.
magic state. Okay.
So he what he says here is, if whose state of mind is karmically neutral? Who are we talking about?
The being in the formless realm.
Yeah, someone in the formless realm. He says, Vasubandhu says, if it's a neutral state of mind, it has to be one of the 4 classical neutral states of mind. Let's see which one. If you say it's a neutral state of mind to sit there spaced out in the formless realm, which sounds kind of attractive, right? Sounds like it could be that. Then he says, well, then there's 4 classical neutral states of mind. Let's investigate which one it could be. For who? The guy in the formless realm. Okay, sitting in the formless realm as a result, not a cause. All right, let's go.
Okay, that's all.
Let's see the translation. If you say it's karmically neutral, 4 different state of mind. Okay, good. Those occurring from a karmic right. Good. Good. Yeah, good. Emanator. Good. Yeah, good translation. Fine.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
Right.
so that's all what I have, Geshe. Please take the plane.
Yeah, I'll take the plane for the time that we have left. And then in 15 minutes, Sri Sugeng will lead a conversation about how the heck can you use this in your everyday life, which is when I bail out. because I have no idea how you're going to use this in your everyday. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Oh, I gotta go back to another place. Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. By the way, it's time for me to show off Seiji's new book.
Wow.
So Seiji worked for 7 years on Lojong, which is called The Crown of Knives, and he finished it. And there's actually a very interesting essay at the beginning of the book, which is itself 100 and something pages, about the history of Lojong and where it came from and all the different kinds of Lojong and all that. So his book got fat, and it's 850 pages. It's done. We bound a special copy, hand-bounded. Rosa found somebody in Phoenix, and we're gonna hand-bound 3 or 4 copies. One copy, Nick, is for our main sponsor of our translation. We'd like to thank that sponsor again. And this book will be going to Singapore this afternoon to that person. So here's the book.
Okay. Can you take out the screen share?
And
So
say again?
Turn off screen.
Turn off screen share. Oh, sorry. Okay.
oh no, it's all right.
Yeah. Okay. And it's very beautiful.
Whoa.
And it's fat. It's 2 volumes. Here's the second volume. Okay. So that's the second volume of Seiji's book. And looks like that. There's the Lojong poetry, Crown of Knives, and then the commentary for each section. And it's a beautiful book. It's a beautiful piece of work. Rosa got it all ready. Anatole did some great work on it. And our whole editing team did a great job. So that book will be available probably in 2 volumes, I'm guessing, which makes about 13 or 14 volumes that we have finished. So if the sponsor's listening, we're working hard. And this one took a lot of work. By the way, I was able to work on this more than usual because I'm doing the Good Night Book Club. So it's been 5 months, I think. I was planning to most of this year to edit this book, but it only took me 3 months or something because I can start work at 6 a.m. for the first time in my life, really, because I'm keeping the Good Night Book Club. So Rob takes away my computer at 10 p.m. and my phone, or I put it in my valise. And then I read an inspiring book sent to me by Lindsay, which happens to be Word's book right now. And then I wake up every morning. This morning I wake up at 5:59, 5:58. Every morning I wake up at the same time, exactly on time. My mind is fresh, clean. I didn't look at garbage the night before. And it's really, really, that's the next one. And I just want to put in an advertisement for that book club. If the reason we can do an 850-page book and finish it in a few months is that we sleep well and we don't look at garbage stuff in the nighttime, okay? Or we put the garbage stuff off at 10 o'clock. And I gotta say, for me, it's been a miracle. It's just been a miracle. And I really encourage you guys to join the Good Night Book Club. Here's the new book for the Good Night Book Club people. Which one? Both?
You don't see this?
Oh, this is the new book for the Good Night Book Club. It's called All the Kinds of Karma. And it's we finished this book before, but this is special edition for the Good Night Book Club. If you be there or be square. Yeah, it's I don't know. I have to say, for me, it's been a miracle, and I wish I had done it 50 years ago. but you guys can start early. Okay? If you don't do it, you're kind of a koopa. Okay. All right. Let's go back to Vasubandhu. Okay. Get that out of the way. Okay. Última tema. Yeah, okay. Who's gonna read Sugeng? Is your microphone on, Sugeng?
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Yeah, Tian Toto.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
From which
Okay.
line? Rishik number minbar le jungwa imbar imbani mirikte.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice. First of the four options for a neutral state of mind is that it's a state of mind which is occurring as a karmic result. And this, again, this is Abhidharma, because, generally you would think everything is a karmic result. But a state of mind which is occurring because of something good or bad that you did is itself neutral. In the Abhidharma system, if the state of mind that occurs karmically from a good deed, if that were a good deed, then you would never have a bad state of mind. Got it? So in the Abhidharma system, looked at as a result, the result of a state of mind that you get because you did something kind yesterday is itself always neutral. Okay. So he says it would be mirik to say that the state of mind in the formless realm came from a ripening of karma. Okay. Mirik means what again?
Illogical, incorrect.
Yeah, incorrect. It would be illogical. Te, here's the reason, colon. Te is a colon. The next sentence is going to be the reason. Reason why. The reason why the state of mind of a person in the formless realm, deep in resultant meditation in the formless realm, cannot be a good karma. Why it cannot be a good karma. By the way, they always go to the hell realms afterwards. So anyway, you can't say it's good. It's illogical. But let's see what he says. Okay. Who's going to read again?
Toto, please continue.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Like your haircut, Dodo.
Thank you.
You look like Zhenlang R or Zhenlang Sun. Okay.
I don't know who you're referring.
Wolf Warrior. Wolf Warrior.
Oh, okay. Jupe namba mimpe jupana jupe namba. Sorry.
Yes, Jupe number, yeah.
Jupe namba mimpe semni shiba zemui semgi jutokba imbar mirikte.
Nice. Okay, good. Nice reading. What's Dipana Chepa, Sugeng?
The activity of the people with desire.
Yeah, you could say operating in the desire realm. Okay, state of mind, operating in the desire realm. And that state of mind is itself a number member.
It's a karmic ripening. Karmic ripening. Okay.
Yeah, a state of mind which is operating in the desire realm, but which is itself a karmic ripening. Okay. Could never happen. Jugtok. Jugtok means immediately subsequent to, just after something. Okay. Jugtok means just after. All right. In Yiddish, juk means roach. They used to call me Juke in the diamond business. Okay. Hey, Juke. Anyway, Juke talk means just after. Okay, just after. Sipe Semo, what's that?
The
Sitse.
the formless realm, the highest
Yeah.
form.
It's the top of the 4 levels of the formless realm. It's the top of samsara. Okay. You're super formless. You're deep, deep in your own thoughts. Okay. It's called the peak of samsara. Sipe tsemo. Okay. Juktok means just after that, mire. Okay.
Illogical.
It's incorrect. It would be improper to say that a desire realm state of mind of walking around in the desire realm could immediately follow a state of mind at the top of samsara. But it does, right? I mean, you drop to the health.
Oh yeah.
That's a desire realm. Okay, but let's see why Vasubandhu says that. Okay. Next one.
Venerable Kadrin.
I can try. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Hey, let's try.
Sanok ma shen dungi pardu cho che pai churro.
Chupe chill.
Nice.
Yeah.
Churro. I like churro also. Yeah. What's the dune, Sugeng?
7.
Yeah.
7. Yeah.
I lost his. Hang on a second. I
Okay.
got technical problem here. Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me okay? Sugeng,
Yes.
say something.
Yes. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
I hear you, Sugeng. I'm not sure.
I lost you, Geshe.
Okay.
Okay.
We got you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. The lower levels. How many? 7. They are parche. What's parche? What's parche melo?
No obstacle.
Yeah, the path, uninterrupted path. It's the direct perception of emptiness is called parche milam. So parche means interrupted by. Okay, parche. It's a way to insult people. My teacher used to call me parche. You're just an impediment. Anyway, he had many names for me. But what he's saying, Sugeng, is why is he talking about 7 different levels?
He's
7
talking about
different levels.
all those interrupting from the formless to the desire realm.
Good. What separates the highest realm of samsara from our realm? 7 other levels. It's actually 6. Okay, but he's counting the desire realm. So they are 7 realms apart. They are 7 levels apart. Okay, 4 for the form realm, 3 for the formless realm. Actually, it is 7. So 4 form realm levels, 3 formless realm separate
7.
the 4th formless desire realm. Okay, so he says, look, go directly from one to the other because they're separated by so many levels. It would be difficult to jump the state of mind where you're irritated in traffic to the deepest state of meditation. There's too many levels between to that you have to go up. Okay. All right. I think we got one more minute. Let's read. Who's going to read this one again?
Let me see. Maybe I saw Oscar Leon.
Oscar.
はい。シペツェモペ、ナンパミンペ、セミンドゥペ、カムスキエペインパミリクソ。
Yeah, now, Sugeng, he's not talking about an immediately subsequent state of mind after the state of mind in the highest level of the formless realm, okay? He's saying, I'm not talking about the next thing you think about. Can you think about the desire realm the instant after you're in the formless realm, 4th level? Maybe you can.
Yeah.
Maybe karma can push you down the button. But when we're talking about a karmic ripening of a state of mind at the fourth formless realm level. Okay, if that state of mind has ripened in the fourth level of the formless realm, it could never be the state of mind that you have as you are kepa in the dukkha.
You are born.
As
You are
born into. Yeah.
into.
Therefore, like the idea that it's neutral. The state of mind in the highest part of samsara is neutral because it's a ripening. Because it would have to be a ripening into the desire realm or something like that. Okay. And it would have to be karmically neutral. I don't, it's too far separated. The two levels are too far apart. So what he's basically saying is, I don't accept that the state of mind of a person in the highest formless realm is karmically is neutral for any of the four reasons. What was the first reason? It's a karmic result. He says, no, I don't think so. They're too far separated from each other. Okay, that's all. All right. He's eliminating one of the four possibilities of it being a neutral state of mind. Let's finish this last sentence. Sugeng, you want to read? Miyoe?
Okay. Miyoe leni ndupe kamsu nampar mimpar chepa mayino.
Yeah, the state of mind that ripens in the formless realm is always considered a karmic result of there's three karmas: good karma, bad karma, and unshifting karma. Okay, good karma, bad karma, and unshifting karma. Unshifting karma, in this context, when you say three kinds of karma: bad karma, good karma, unshifting karma. Bad karma means karma to stay in the desire realm. Good karma means karma to have a good experience in the desire realm. And then karma to be experienced in one of the two higher realms, form or formless realm, is called unshifting. It's actually a good karma. But when you divide karma into three, it's called unshifting because supposedly it's so powerful that it cannot shift. Okay. What's a shifting karma in the desire realm? What's the classic example?
Moving
in the
around
Abhidharma chapter.
Is
What's
it
the
that you're
classic example?
born as a dog, but there's no more dog bodies, so you're born as a rabbit or something?
You collect karma to be born as a dog, but it's not the season for dogs to mate in the next 7 weeks. Okay, you got 7 weeks to get out of this bardo, right? And then it's not the season that dogs mate. Therefore, you'd be born as a rabbit or something. Okay, I mean that's a very Abhidharma idea. Okay, very Abhidharma. So that's called shifting karma. The karma can shift if the world doesn't fit the karma, but that's a crazy idea. In the middle way, the world has to adjust to your karma. A dog will be born miraculously. Okay, got it? Okay, but in the Abhidharma system, since things are coming from the outside, not from you, then if it's not the season for dogs to have babies, then you have to shift. Your karma has to shift to another rebirth, maybe as a mouse or something. Okay, like that.
So
then unshifting karma means form realm and form. Okay. And he says here, it would be incorrect to say that unshifting karma, which is the one that gets you to the formless realm, could ever ripen in the desire realm. Can't say. Therefore, when I say neutral state of mind, I'm not talking about a karmic ripening state of mind following the formless realm. Cannot be. Okay. Yes.
So Geshe, we always tell people that when the good karma has depleted in the formless realm, the being will fall into the hell. So can we say that according to Abhidharma, it will not happen because of the nature of the unshifting karma?
or the karma that drops you out of the formless realm cannot be described as unshifting karma. Unshifting karma means upward elevator karma.
I see. Oh, that means we have depleted, or the person has depleted the unshifting karma, and that's why they have to
exactly.
fall to the hell realm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the karma that ripens in the desire realm cannot be unshifting karma, because all ripenings of unshifting are in the higher two realms. That's
so
the meaning of.
So this argument,
desire.
This argument here does not really hold, right? Because if we are, I mean, we can only say that when the unshifting karma is gone, then there is no more problem here, right? Basically, it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. That's true.
Okay.
You can't say that unshifting karma ripens in the desire realm, but you could say that the unshifting karma ran out. And then the old kind of karma came back and they got ripened in the desire realm. Okay.
Okay. So I would like to say that the master's logic here is also not holding, right?
Why? I don't understand.
Because he's saying that it is impossible for the being in the formless realm to move to the desire realm. He's using
due to unshifting karma. Due to unshifting karma.
So if let's say the unshifting karma,
due to bad karma, he can go to the desire realm, but not due to unshifting karma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Old bad karma, because they didn't make new bad karma in the formless realm, but they had a lot of old bad karma.
Okay.
Then, by the way, the next section is very sexy because they get into the free will question. They get into some questions which are not that common in Buddhist scripture, so it's kind of interesting. And Master Sugeng is gonna translate the next 3 paragraphs. Okay.
Sure. Okay, thank you, Geshe.
Okay, I'm going to disappear and you're going to lead a conversation just before the very interesting Peachtree World News.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Geshe.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so we have interesting discussion today, or at least it is interesting for me. I hope it's also interesting for you. So anybody has any idea or any comments?
Oh, I know.
Rob, you want to say something?
Share. Stop the sharing. Oops. And then go to the sound. Yeah, got it.
Sugeng, I have something.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Stanley.
I do the Abhidhamma a little bit about this 4 neutral state of mind.
Oh, cool.
So it's interesting. So first of all, it divides the all kinds of state of mind in the desire into 4. The desire mind has 4: virtuous, non-virtuous, neutral but obstructs you, and neutral that doesn't obstruct.
Ooh.
And this 4 only belongs to the last kind.
The last kind as in emanator, is that?
So virtuous, non-virtuous, neutral but doesn't obstruct, and neutral that does obstruct. Oh, let's say neutral that does obstruct is number 3, and neutral that doesn't obstruct. And remember, these all 4 are only in desire.
I see.
So there are other neutral state of mind in higher 2 realms.
Oh, okay.
So this 4 only talks about the neutral state of mind that doesn't obstruct in desire.
Okay.
I think that will make the debate more logical, because this 4 is not in other realms anyway.
I see.
Not in the higher realm when people are meditating. happily.
So are you saying that Master Vasubandhu is not using the right arguments to argue that beings in the formless realm cannot be having neutral or karmically neutral mental state? Because you are saying
No,
that
I'm saying the opposite.
Huh?
I'm saying this is the perfect example.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Because there are other kinds of neutral state of mind in the higher realms, but not this four. This four is only limited to desire realm.
So
You see what I
yeah,
mean?
so okay, and Master Vasubandhu presented this four on purpose to show that the kind of karmically neutral state of mind in the desire in the formless realm cannot be this four, right?
Exactly. Yes.
So he was heading into somewhere which is still hidden now. That he is heading into somewhere that he has not presented yet, right? This is what you're saying.
There are 12 state of mind in total in Abhidhamma. 4 in desire realm, 3 in form realm, and 3 in formless realm. And there are 1 neutral state of mind in form realm and 1 neutral state of mind in formless. So they're all different. But also in Abhidhamma, the neutral state of mind which comes from karmic results, they only refers to the 12 doors of senses somehow.
Oh, okay.
It's strange. Yeah.
Okay.
So it doesn't include all the karmic ripening.
Okay.
It does not include all the karmic ripening somehow. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what I got so far, just for more cooking in the future.
Thank you. I think, yeah. Can you send me that part? The part where all these.
But it's in Chinese.
Okay, send to me. Was it the one that you sent me earlier? No,
it's a different. But it's good. It's good stuff.
Okay. Yeah, please send me. And I have a feeling that this third link is going to be very long. Yeah, okay. But it's cool. It's interesting. I get more appreciation of the mind only and Abhidhamma now. All right, we have 2 more minutes. Anybody else has any opinions to oh yes, Priest Morga?
Yeah, I'm Alex Rivas.
Oh, Alex.
But I have...
Yeah, no wonder I cannot recognize you. Priest Morga. Who is that Priest Morga?
Okay. Hey, thank you for this class again. It was great. I wanted to say that this teaching was really great for me today, because when you were speaking about neutral karma, and Geshe said that the sky, like the blue sky, is neutral. I looked at my sky, and today is like gray. It's not like a beautiful sky. And I thought, like, oh, my seeds about the sky are not neutral. They are like bad. And then I thought, no, but they can be like super beautiful. They can be, because I'm watching the sky, it can be like a miracle that I can watch the sky. And then I said, you can change everything that it's neutral to miracle. Like today is my mom's birthday, and you can go to the birthday and drive and be very like in the traffic, stopped, or you can just play some music and have fun and see that you can take flowers to your mom, and it's a miracle. It's not neutral. It's like you can turn everything into a miracle. And that struck me today. And thank you for being here, everyone.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Alex's mom.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you, Alex, for the contribution. And yeah, I've been thinking a lot about this neutral karma. And if you have been following the Wheel of Life for a while, I think there are a lot of situations where the text tell us that those are neutral karma, and it's kind of disturbing, but I think that's when we really have to chew on what we are learning. and I believe there is much deeper nuances that we need to dig and contemplate. So I think, yeah, that's interesting. All right, my time is up, and who is going to present the Picture World News? Will that be Juan Hasso or Daniel?
Thank you, Sugeng. How's it going? When are you coming back? Oh, he left. He escaped before the answer. Okay.
I'm here.
August. Okay. Huh?
I'm saying
Great.
August.
Okay. Okay. Hopefully we see then.
See you then.
So yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. And today, what's happening today? Okay, first, yes. As you hear from Geshe Michael himself, we have this very cool project, the Good Night Book Club. Yeah, you know, this nightclub where you go, it happens in your bed every night. You just lay down, have a great time reading books. And now there is the valise, who's like a great tool to put your electronics there and ideally lock them the whole night. You don't use them. We really want to encourage you to sign up. Come on. We have been asking you to sign up. What needs to happen for you to just sign up? Just sign up. Today is a good day. Just do it. I'd sign up. Come on. I did it in front of the camera. I have my valise. Yeah, well, I haven't put my computer in the valise, but I have the valise. So maybe it will be fun if you record yourself putting your things in the valise. I don't know how you're gonna do that. You cannot record yourself because you put it. But anyways, send us the video and we're gonna make cool material to share with you how the community is following this amazing game. I like to think it as a game. So there is a QR code. You can register. Next picture, please. You can also follow these QR codes. Depends on the region you're at. And next one, please. Oh, okay. I thought there was another video, but okay, let's jump to this. Just sign up for the reading club, please. And okay, yeah, as you know, this last week, you may know the series on exclusive pre-recorded materials with Geshe Michael on the Angel Debates the Devil start happening last Wednesday. There are going to be 2 more sessions, June 11 and July the 6th. You can register for that QR code, and those are in preparation for the upcoming retreat. But just before we move on, I would like to invite really quickly for 2 minutes to our dear friend and great organizer, Tim Lowenhop, to explain to us a little bit on what's the deal with this.
What's the deal with this word?
Yeah. You know, let me tell you really quickly what happened to me. I'm very interested to this, right? I'm very interested. So I signed up for it. And then I realized it's at 6 a.m. So I was like, no, 6 a.m. Come on, I just finished a big production. I know, but I just finished big production one day ago. And then next day I wake up and I'm like, okay, now I'm rested. I want to watch them. And I couldn't find them. So is there a way, let's say I miss the 6 a.m., but I want to watch or what's working? Tell us a little bit, what can people like me,
not very, sometimes when problems happen, it's not nice to point them out on camera, Juan.
My own problems? It's okay.
No, but the main point of this is we're giving everyone an opportunity to catch up on what the Angel Devil text is like. And the coolest thing about these 3 classes is that if you come to the class, and we can send the links for people who missed it, don't worry, is that if you we want you to create video. So similar to how we do in these classes, and in those 15 minutes, we try to figure out how to apply the text to our life. Like how do you apply it? We're asking everyone to submit 1-minute videos, and then we're going to pick the best video. And the winner of the best video is going to get an all expenses paid trip to Mexico City.
Wow, now I'm interested.
Yes.
One time I make a computer out of one of the contests you organized. It was great.
You've actually won. Yeah, you won. That was a party pill, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was great because with that computer, then finally I was able to start working. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. But yes, so this event, it's a yes, well, and we'll give people a churro as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's a really great opportunity to get involved with the organization. And then how does the angel debates the devil ideas, how do they apply to your life?
Okay,
and so if you come to the second one, or you can sign up online here, which Gina can show you now.
Will we show the screen, please? With the QR code?
We will.
Yeah.
No, the pre-course, please.
I think, okay.
That one, yeah. So if you sign up here, you can get all the information. And then if you do submit these 1-minute videos, we will watch all of them. And then we will announce on July 5th who gets that all expenses paid up to $2,000 flight. We're not spending more than that.
Whoa.
Meaning no first class.
Okay, one question again to have it clear. What the video has to be about? 1-minute video on what am I supposed to say?
Well, you watch the class, and then how does that apply to your life?
Oh, okay. Like daily life tools or ideas to extract.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay,
yep.
cool.
Yeah.
Amazing. When I still have hair.
Yeah.
And I used to.
Yeah. So we're really excited about this. We're hoping that all of you will participate. And also we're looking forward to seeing who the special winner will be as well.
Amazing. I'm curious too. Let's see. But first we have to watch the classes. I have to watch the one that I missed.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's great to know. And you look great today, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome. So you can stay here if you want while I keep saying the news. And then we have a very also special talk with a person, and this is a surprise. Okay, let's keep going really quick to call to our next guest. Okay, so you already look at that. Mexico's gonna be having the Angels of the Devil with Geshe Michael Roach, July 26 to 28. After this series that team just presented, you're gonna be very ready to attend this program. Next one, please. And next, I think it's Wednesday, May 21st, or Tuesday. No, it's gonna be Wednesday. You can sign up for the Q&A that is gonna happen.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. Oh, my apologies. It's Tuesday, and it's free, and you can come. What time? 2024? No, I mean what time? We'll find out. Sign up and you will find out. Next one, please. Yeah. DSEU also is going to start having some sessions very soon. This QR code is just going to take you to the website, but I'm just letting you know. It's a great event. DSEU is going to have some cool events and programs happening in Sedona, and great. Congratulations. Great achievements.
A lot of students are coming to the first time here to Sedona.
Yeah, it's very beautiful.
It's really wonderful.
Yeah, it's very amazing. So congratulations to the university. Thank you for all you're doing.
And some of the program directors have been here for a couple of days already, who we met last week.
Sonia and Edmond. Yeah. Oops. Oh, and Amy and Dinara. Oh, okay, we should interview you very soon. Yeah. Okay, next one, please. Yeah, just for you to know that YSI is organizing this event weekly with Benji and with Earl. Next one, please. You can follow the QR code if you are interested on that. And then in June, there's going to be a program based on the experiences Geshe and other retreatants have during their 3-year retreat. You can sign up for that there following the QR code. And then in November, YSI is organizing the last chapter of the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, November 14th to the 25th. It's going to be fun, I think, I hope. We'll see. It depends on my seats. Okay.
Who are we interviewing today, Vlad?
What's that?
Who are we interviewing today?
Today we're interviewing Rob Haggerty because he's in a very, very cool project. I think it's very important what you're doing. Many people complain. Many people say things. They kick and fight. But here is our hero who keeps everything under control. Some people even, refer to you as, what's the name, Tim? Chief on Operations?
Chief of Staff.
Chief of Staff. What do you think about that?
Thanks. I don't know.
No. What we're talking about today is we have been getting some emails that you are right now working on the new schedule for year 2025, Geshe Michael schedule. And I've seen you through the months that I've been here lately, how much you're working on it and how wonderful progress you're doing. I have heard Geshe Michael say that he's very, very grateful. You're doing a great job, and I'm very happy to hear that. So can you tell me a little bit about how's that process going? And maybe what are like the general advices for the organizations if they want to book some time with Geshe Michael for 2025?
Yeah, that's a lot. It's a big question. So right now we've sent out an email to, there's 42 organizations, I believe. So we've sent out an email to all the organizations that they submit their 2025 requests. So really, I mean, anybody could sort of, in our organizations can, like yourself, should reach out, write me an email. You're hoping for 2025.
Okay.
Basically. So that's the main thing. And so I think the big difference for 2025 is that we'll be scaling back Geshe's time about 12%, his particular time, because I just did, and I was thinking about this with my mom, as I was with my mom, like her last 10 years, and I'm seeing my own, as I'm getting older, there's more things like doctor's appointments and rest and taking care of ourselves. And so these sort of become just sort of normal parts of our life. So in order to do that, we have to sort of balance out our lives, essentially. Okay. So this is sort of about trying to create a little bit of space for Geshe Michael so that he can sort of prioritize, I think, what he feels is most important, really for the students and then for the future of all the organizations. So really, it's not just 2025. We're looking forward to, the next 25 years. And so everything sort of compacts when we do a schedule. Okay. So for example, when all of your time is taken up, if for some reason, if I get interrupted for 5 minutes, that somewhere has to be taken from someplace. So my job is to basically try to find space in his day and sort of navigate that in a sort of, you have to sort of be a little bit of a politician, I think. I always say shaking hands and kissing babies.
Oh yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, because you're balancing 42 organizations and stuff like that. So it's not just one. It's not sort of just your program. It's sort of there's all of these other programs. And so, yeah.
So what will be your general advice for the organizations and the directors of the organizations on what to put into consideration when they request time with Geshe Michael? Yeah. And also, I don't know, how to harmoniously between organizations find the right spots to don't overcome each other? Or what about this thing you were telling me sometime, I think, we talk about it, respect translation classes, don't book the translation classes.
Yeah.
So yeah, just general advices. What do you have in mind?
Actually, Tim does a really good job at this. I think it's the key word is collaboration and sort of finding ways that each organization can sort of work with other organizations and collaborate. And I think if we could come together and create maybe co-teaching experiences or things like that, because we have to find creative ways for the schedule, which is literally just, could you just grab it actually? Geshe Michael's schedule? Because
me?
Not you. It's, we were having a meeting yesterday and Geshe asked somebody if they could find a minute, an hour. So that's sort of.
What does the black line means?
That day is over.
Oh.
So it's deeply satisfying. Sometimes, and you can see there's notes everywhere, and and this is just his. Yeah, then there's like my schedule, which has a whole other set of notes as well. So I think collaboration is a really great key. Basically, I think considering, like, I used to do this with my old boss. Like whenever I had a one-on-one with him, I always had maybe 5 points I wanted to get to, but prioritizing was always like at the top of my mind because he didn't have a lot of time either. And so I always was willing to walk away with in my brain, like, at least if I can't get 5, what's one thing I can ask today?
I see.
That's the most important. So I think prioritizing what you feel is going to help the most amount of people. And then also, what is the most important thing that you could go ask? It's not just Geshe, but it's probably the people in your life. Like when you go to them, how can you not necessarily waste their time, but how can you get the most out of what I'm about to ask you? So being kind.
Okay.
Is probably the biggest thing though.
And then there are other things. We will keep talking about it. But I hear, for example, now the idea is that Geshe only teaches 2 hours a day and don't overbook him or something like that. You have said that. I don't know. Maybe you just say that to me, right? Like, give me. No. But there are like a few things that are important once we are about to come up with a plan on requesting time.
Yeah.
Don't book translation classes. Be respectful with other organizations' time and plans.
Yeah.
Ideally, only 2 hours a day, something like that. What else?
I'll just make it quick since I know we have a class. So Geshe uses the time basically when he does a good night book club. So he goes to sleep at 10 and then wakes up at 6 a.m. And so he starts working at 6 a.m. So basically from 6 to 11, which he has that uninterrupted time, he's using that to translate essentially. So that's why we're getting these books out.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the number one. And so he also, like everyone else, we all need like rest and time and exercise in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So we generally stick to 2 classes at an hour and 15 minutes each.
Okay.
And ideally a half-hour break in between.
Okay.
So that's sort of like where we want to sort of be.
Okay.
Any extra time sort of is, there is no extra time, but doesn't mean you can't ask. We can always try to find a solution because he always wants to say yes to all of it. And then I want to say no.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But it's not because I don't want to help you or help you get what you need. I think we're just trying to all do what I think is the most important for everybody, I think. At the end of the day. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Rob. We have another class coming up. I think now we're moving to record.
We're gonna record
the next class. But thank you very much for all the work you're doing. We will talk soon more about this with you. And I think ideally more things to mention. Not like ideally let Geshe work from 6 to 11, some more details, but we'll talk about it later. Thank you so much. See you later.